Inherent in programming is data, so by writing a program, you basically perform operations on some input data, and as a result, you get an output data. And that's how the majority of programs work. Without data, the program has nothing to do. Data is crucial in programming. So today, I'll present you basic data types in Python and walk you through the most commonly used numeric data types, integer and float. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. There are many data types in Python, although let's have a brief look at the basic ones. And couple more, but these ones are most commonly used. The most widely used numeric data types are integers and floats. An integer is a whole number without a decimal point. It can be positive, negative or zero. Integers are written without any fractional or decimal component. Integers are used when you need to represent a whole number. They are commonly used in counting, indexing, and operations where fractional values are not required. The range of an integer in Python is limited by the memory of the machine, because Python's int type can grow as large as the available memory allows. Float is a number that has a decimal point. It can also represent numbers in scientific notation. Floats are used when you need to represent numbers that are not whole, such as measurements, probabilities, or any calculations involving division, where the result is not an integer. Floats have limited precision due to their representation in binary. This means that some decimal numbers cannot be represented exactly as floats, leading to small rounding errors, so you have to be aware here. Python allows you to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponentiation, and floor division. Arithmetic operations between two integers, except division, always give you an integer, and operations involving float always give you a float even if the other number is an integer. That's the basic arithmetic operations on numbers, but in programming you don't base on pure numbers, you have to store them somehow in memory to perform more complex calculations. This is where variables come in. Let me introduce the first core concept in programming, which is variable. You can think about variables as a container for value. To create a variable, you have to give it a name. It can be whatever you want, apart from names restricted by Python syntax, called keywords. For example, if, else, while, none, etc. Then you have to assign a value to the variable using assignment operator. Let's give it a value 3. Python is dynamically typed, which means we can override the variable with new value, not necessarily with the same type as the beginning. For example, the variable that was an integer type before, later in the program can be a string, and it will work until you expect it as a string. This makes Python programming more flexible, but you have to be careful because it can lead to bugs. Also, it's good practice to keep the variable names descriptive, following clean code principles. Variables are very handy and used on daily basis. For example, you can define variables to store input values for calculations and then base them on variables instead of pure numbers. Also, you can store result of calculation for further operations. So convenient. And that would be it for today. Now you are more familiar with basic data types in Python, especially numeric data types like integer or float. You know the basic operations you can perform on numeric data. You found out what the variable is and how to use it. I highly recommend you to play around by yourself. The more you code, the better coder you are becoming. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one.